First, let's start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakatash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, put on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep with two brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12, and start verse 13. And it reads, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear power and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." I'm going to pause here for a second because as we know what's going on with that former head of the Sicario group, it is a very fearful thing to lose his spirit. For many of us, if not all of us, this is all we have. We're prisoners of hope. Now, while we can't follow all the commandments, okay, because we're in the sinful flesh, we do it to the best of our ability. And our duty is plain and simple. Serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Those of us that are prophesying, do the work. What the Hamashiach has commanded us to do. Continuing, for power shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Now I'm going to show you these video clips here. And all of this took place in less than 72 hours, showing you the judgment of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, the elect will be edified, and those sitting on the side wall will be terrified at the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and his judgments. Shalom.
The car is still out here, investigators are still out here, and unfortunately that woman's body is still out here as well after being involved in a deadly shooting with the Pinal County Sheriff's deputies. Now, according to Pinal County Sheriff's Department, they say that one of their sergeants tried to pull this woman over just before 8 o'clock last night. Now, when she refused to stop, there was a short chase. Now, during that chase, they tell us that the suspect actually tried to hit the sergeant's car with her own car. And then that's what led her to crash into the ditch that you see there. That's when they say the 46-year-old woman then got out, shot at deputies, and they returned fire.
A 46-year-old female driver was pronounced deceased on scene by medical personnel. A PCSO deputy was injured during the exchange of gunfire and was transported to a Valley hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Anh ơi, ngồi vào đây, ngồi chắc vào đây.
Chạy hướng nào đây? Chạy hướng vào cảng đi.
Chạy vào
con xếp.
hỏi xem nào.
Vinmec ạ.
Cho vào.
Em đây ạ. Em đó. Những lần đó người ta không có tiếng nghe đâu.
We turn now to breaking news out of Los Angeles, where more than 20 people have been hurt after a driver lost consciousness and plowed right into an entire group of people. Investigators believe the driver first hit a taco cart and then ran into a large crowd that was outside of a club. This was on Santa Monica Boulevard in East Hollywood. Local authorities say 5 people were terribly hurt. We understand they are in critical condition.
This morning, police releasing audio of the 911 call of a brazen kidnapping attempt caught on camera.
There's a lady being attacked.
I could not get into the truck. I was terrified.
And now the brave survivor is speaking out. Emma was the sole employee working inside this Florida shop on June 29th when police say the suspect, Theodore Tundador, walked in and began stealing merchandise.
I got in his way so he wouldn't leave with the product, and then he pushed me out of the store and then put me in a chokehold and dragged me out to the truck.
The 18-year-old refusing to go quietly, fighting her way out of the suspect's grasp as he tries to force her into what authorities say is a stolen vehicle.
My parents always taught me that whenever you are put in a dangerous situation like that, you fight back no matter what.
She was screaming at the top of her lungs, and he's trying to like force her into a car. She ran.
A bystander who witnessed the scene dialing 911, she and Emma locking themselves inside a nearby store until help arrived.
She was calling, yelling for me to go over by her and everything, and then I think that's partially what scared this guy.
Get down on your face now!
For the second time in about a month, a person has been shot and killed while simply walking their dog in San Leandro. The first time it happened was June 14th. The second late last night. Police say the cases are unrelated, but Lauren Tom spoke with some neighbors who say they're pretty freaked out by the similarities.
A horrifying moment caught on camera. Surveillance footage from a nearby bike shop in San Leandro shows the chilling encounter that claimed a woman's life late Thursday night as she walked her dogs with her boyfriend. The grainy video shows a gray vehicle drive through a crosswalk, passing the couple. Then shortly after, the woman falls to the ground as her boyfriend runs to her aid. It happened just after 11 p.m. at the intersection of East 14th and William Street. Police say a suspect pulled a gun and fired a single shot into the woman's torso.
So we did find an adult female victim suffering what appeared to be a single gunshot wound. The victim was transported to a local area hospital. Unfortunately, she did succumb to her injuries later.
To the suspect in the brutal killing of a paddleboarder in Maine, appearing in court, the 17-year-old charged with murder, and now prosecutors are asking he be tried as an adult. Here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, the 17-year-old arrested in the death of paddleboarder Sunshine Stewart has been charged with murder. Court records identify the teen as Devin Young from Frankfort, Maine, and prosecutors say he acted with depraved indifference to Stewart's life when he allegedly strangled and bludgeoned her to death. Stewart's body was found on this woodsy island earlier this month. ABC News was granted access to the idyllic private pond where she had gone out paddleboarding alone. This is the spot where Sunshine Stewart left on her paddleboard. She put the board in the water, went for a swim, came up on that ladder, got on the board, and paddled out to 100-acre island. Around the back side of that island is where her body was found.
Urgent search is underway for the person who blew up a trash can outside the home of a former Minnesota GOP lawmaker. Michael Brockherb was shared surveillance video capturing the blast just steps from his front door. He says a masked person detonated a device just after midnight on Friday. The explosion so loud it woke up his family from their sleep. The blast underscores heightened concerns of political violence in Minnesota.
Officials say at least 3 people have died because of an explosion at an LA County Sheriff's Department training facility.
Let's get right to CNN security correspondent Josh Campbell in Los Angeles. So Josh, what are you learning about this?
Yeah, just a terrible incident happening here in L.A., just east of downtown this morning. Law enforcement sources tell me that at least 3 people were killed in what is believed to be an apparent explosion there at the Sheriff's Department training facility. This is a facility that houses special tactical teams from the Sheriff's Office, but also arson investigators and the department's bomb squad as well. We've seen this massive response from other agencies showing up to try to provide assistance with this investigation. We're hearing from local officials, LA Mayor Karen Bass, for example, posting a statement a short time ago saying that the city of LA is supporting the Sheriff's Department through this horrific incident in Monterey Park. LA Fire, ATF arson investigators, and members of the LAPD bomb squad are assisting at the training facility. She said the thoughts of all Angelenos are with all of those impacted by this blast.